welcome back to another SUPboarder review. This time we're having a look at the JP Australia Allwater GT board. Basically a fast cruising touring board. It's come out of them designing their 2018 race boards. They have the Allwater, which is a completely brand new design this year, and this is basically a wider version of those boards. They come in a 12.6 size and a 14-foot size as well. The specifications for this GT that we've tested is 12.6 long, 28.5 inches wide. It's 9.8 inches thick in the thickest point, 322 litres in volume. It weighed, when we weighed it, 13 kilograms, and it retails at £1,599. And it comes as standard with a single US box fin setup. The materials of the board, this is the WE, the wood edition, so it's an EPS foam core with glass and finished off with a wood deck that you can see on top of the board. So moving away from the catalogue stuff and looking at our SUPboard impressions. Now this is quite an interesting board because this is basically a full-on race board that's just been souped up a little bit more in the width. So yes, you could use it as touring, fast cruising, but you could also apply it to racing. All of the board shape, the nose shape, the deck shape here is exactly the same as you would see in the real performance narrower Allwater boards. The biggest difference you'll note there is bungee straps up at the front deck area, obviously for putting a small amount of luggage. The rest of the board, the deck pad, the handle and the deck itself is very much the same. Apart from on the race Allwater boards, there is a kick pad at the end of the deck pad there. Finished off with a classic JP silver and orange look, and with the wood deck it does look a very smart board. Looking at the shape of the board, as we said, it's got the same characteristics as the performance Allwater board, so it has got the great nose shape which can handle flat water paddling or downwind conditions as well, which there, if you are touring and cruising, you are going to be putting yourself in a lot of different conditions and you really don't want to worry about what the sea state is going to do so much. You want to better get from A to B in as much comfort and speed as possible. But because it's a bit wider, it does give you a great amount of stability. If we turn the board over and have a look at the bottom shape, up at the nose of the board you have a gentle arch going out throughout the whole of the midsection there. So it's quite nice at displacing water. That's where it really helps if you're in downwind or choppy conditions. The nose doesn't really catch, it sort of rides through those bumps without pushing you off in one direction. Moving further back, starts to flatten off a little bit in the midsection, but still got the nice soft rails. Then as we get near the midsection, this is where it actually starts to get a very slight concave. So then it's basically trying to hold the water in the middle of the board to give you a bit of lift and a bit of more directional stability, trying to force that water back down the middle of the board. Here, the midsection, concave, then it gets a bit deeper, again forcing the water back towards the fin. Looking at the fin it comes with the same fin that comes with the performance Allwater boards, an 8.4 inch race fin, quite a narrow base fin made of a nice lightweight honeycomb glass composite, a good looking fin that's nice and stiff. The rails are fairly soft or round up near the front section of the board, which again is to help the board not to catch or grab an edge as you're sort of using it in choppier downwind and upwind conditions. And as you move further back to the board, the rails start to sharpen up and get quite crisp near the tail of the board, which is they're going to add for the speed and the quick water release. So putting all that together for the performance, obviously it's going to give you a large amount of glide and ease of paddling for a touring cruising board, because it is designed, remember, from a full-on race board. Again, great in lots of different conditions. It's good fun in downwind conditions, really nice in flat water, and it's just nice to have a board like this that you can pretty much go anywhere and not have to worry about what the weather's going to throw at you. Who do we best think this is going to suit? Well, actually it's going to suit a wide range of people, but really the question is, do you want it from a touring point of view or do you want it from a racing point of view? Because this is still a race board, and if you're a heavier person or a taller person, a 28.5 race board is a great size stable board that you're going to be able to paddle in lots of different conditions. But there again, you are going to be able to take it on long distance touring cruising adventures as well. For a full-on touring machine, maybe it hasn't got super amount of bungees and tie downs that could hold loads of equipment, but so it is in between a touring cruising. It is exactly what they mention it as. It's a Grand Tourer, and it is derived from their full-on race boards. So pros and cons and value for money, well, it is a very nice shape and design board for its size, and it's going to get a lot of people on the water that want a bit more stability under their feet. Cons, well, if you are looking at it just for touring, it would be great if the bungee straps were also at the back area here, because you can put a large amount of weight here, but there isn't really anywhere to secure it. And otherwise, the fin, it does work okay, but if you are loading up the board with more weight, it would be nice to have a wider base fin that gives you a bit more forward tracking and ease of paddling than the full-on performance all-water race fin. Value for money, well, it is actually a little bit cheaper than other top-end brand boards, so it's definitely one you're going to be looking at if you're into the racing, touring, cruising market. I hope you found that SUPboarder review of the JP Australia Allwater GT interesting. If you want more information on this board, please check out SUPboardermag.com. We've got on there sliders and drop downs and star ratings, a bit more detail about this board and where we rated it well and scored it down. For more information as well, check out SUPboarder Pro, where we review this board compared to other boards that we'll be looking at on the market and what other boards will come out on top. So check out SUPboarder Pro for that. But until next time, we'll see you on SUPboarder Mag or on YouTube. Thanks a lot.